I don't know who I should be. Who should I be? I swear to you, like, I don't think I've ever been this guy. I don't think I've ever been this guy. Like, I usually just die and let it randomly give me a character. Um, Maybe we would be this guy. What do you guys think? Is this the guy? Should this be the guy? That's gonna be our guy. Do a test run. Starting fresh spawn. Random spawn. See what we get. See what we get. See how it plays. Okay, well. Town sign right here. Ah, yes. Kipach Kotab. My favorite. I'm just kidding. I don't actually know where that is. Don't actually know. Hey, combo lock. Somebody needs that. But not me. 'Tis not I. So we don't have food spawns on the server. So food is a little bit trickier. So we're gonna piss off some zombies in the hopes that maybe one of them has some food on them. The other guy at? Other guy's coming. He's trying to. What's this geezer doing? Me? Am I the geezer? Am I old? If it's me, then I guess it's an old man playing DayZ, but that's the majority of the... You look old. Yeah, I am old, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm 34. 34 years old. The majority of DayZ is older player base. 25 to 45. If you didn't know. So if you're on the lower side of that, you're a young child. You would be a young man. You didn't think I was that old? Well, then that's good. Then that means I look young for my age. I'm 34. Ooh, someone left a barrel out here. Yeah, Matt, if you didn't think I was that old, then that means I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. But also, do realize that if you're a young man, you are in the minority when it comes to DayZ. DayZ player base is like most typically 25 to like 45. And most of the people that watch me, like on YouTube and stuff, it's higher than that. It's like 28 to 60. Does it matter? No. It doesn't matter. I would like more young people to play the game, honestly. Because us old guys, like, we're not going to keep, you got to have new generations interested in your games or your games die. What we got? Someone's been here kind of recently. Yeah, the ground's still wet too. We'll let those grow up. Chest holster. We're cold. Cold, cold. We're not too far from water. I know where we can get water. We got a shirt. This is like the long sleeve version, but it doesn't have any more storage. Nor is it any warmer. Which I don't really agree with. We're having a rough time finding stuff. Gang, gang! What up, man? Ooh, what do we got? Pants. Jacket. We'll swap that. That means that these... all of these are becoming rags ASAP. Is this N.C.R? Sure is, man. We are on the new Trinaris Republic. We're fresh spawn running. I freshly killed myself, and I'm just seeing what it plays like, testing out the random spawns. Word, I'm hopping in. Hop in. Hop in. One thing I kind of like about our spawns is, like if I died right now and I only spawned like 2 minutes ago, I would be somewhere else. Never mind, it's PlayStation. It's PlayStation right now, but if you want it to be on Xbox, go join the Discord, because I have a crew of Xbox guys that are looking to get enough members to start it. I think they have 3 out of the 10 members they need. And if they can get enough people, we'll get one started. I'll just port the files right over. They need additional support. The PlayStation has taken off. We've got a lot of people that play on the PlayStation server. There's 70 people on the Discord. Discord's popping. And it's got a list of all the features and stuff, so it's cool to look at. We got a photography page. I look like an idiot, man. What is this? Oh. Look at me. I look like an idiot. We're gonna get some worms. We'll get some worms. And then we'll leave our hoe behind. Actually, we could take our hoe with us, because if we want to make rags, you can actually make rags with the hoe for some reason. You can cut up clothes for rags with a hoe. New vid was right on though. 12 times and better accuracy of them makes a huge difference. It's really just the optic. And here's the thing. So like, I'm aware of the damage numbers for both of those. It's 150 health shock and health damage for both of those rifles. I'm wondering if something's not messed up in 1.29, like the most recent patch. Because what I was doing there at 50 meters didn't make sense. Like, it shouldn't have worked that way. It's somewhat like they should have been knocked at a chest shot, and that wasn't happening. But what was evident in that video is that gosh, what was I gonna say? The the M70 is way easier to shoot with if you're shooting really far. If you're shooting really far, it just makes sense to use the M70. Now, as for them headshotting, like I think that's correct. Like they do headshot at that range. The only thing that I felt was off was the 50 meters. When I tested at 50 meters, I did it, and maybe I should have streamed it. I did that 50 meters thing 6 times, and it worked every single time. Like where it took 3 shots from both rifles, and I was like, this feels different than my experience. Miss Old Double Blaze. It is a guaranteed kill if you're in the right range. I think it's within 200 meters. I like the Blaze. Big Blaze fan. Let's get a stick real quick. All right. What's up, Matthew McConaughey? What up, brother? We're cold. We're testing out spawns on the new Chernaris Republic. This lady's gonna come scream at me, for sure. This guy's gonna scream at me too. Come on. Let's go. Get in here. Let's get a little more organized here. Oh, that lady's coming to be... She's coming to be mean. Come here. You're obnoxious. You're rude. Okay. There we go. We got some rags. We gotta get a little warmer, folks. N.C.R. is a little colder than a regular Cherna server. Not by a lot, but just enough to make you uncomfortable. A little bit colder, there's no food spawns, so that can be a problem. Purple. Yo, what's up, Oliver? It's good, my guy. Matt, I don't understand your purple comment. You're gonna have to elaborate. These fences suck. Sometimes you can't jump these. I got lucky. Oh! How many bullets? 3. We'll take it. We'll take it. Camo Mosin. And we're starving though. We haven't found a way to eat. That's cool. It's super fun. I love that for me. I'm a big fan of starving to death. I have a plan. Ooh, a little knife. Little knife. Little knife. We like little knives. Alright, here's our plan. We're gonna get water. We're gonna book it down to Northeast Air and fish in the little pond that's in front of Northeast Air. Hopefully no one's... Does no fruit mean no mushrooms also? It sure does. Sure does, so you can't rely on those. Gotta figure it out. Figure out the Figure out the food situation. I mean, I know what I want to do. I was just hoping I wouldn't have to go all the way down there. I think that's the closest body of water, is the one that's down there. And I haven't heard a chicken or anything yet. That's brutal. I'm 100% starving to death each run. Well, see, and that's kind of like, there's a stick here. Oh, that was my stick. Okay, that was for my torch. Okay. Okay. You know what? We're gonna take this stick. We have to go get near a body of water. Jeez. Hey, food. Maybe we don't. Maybe we keep looting. Maybe we can just find food. I'm not worried about it, right? Like, if we get in a bad way, I can run down. You should do a video on Badlands sometime. I think people would love a video on that. Badlands, I don't know. Like, what am I gonna say that hasn't already been said about Badlands? You know, I'm a small creator. Most of the big creators were invited out to Prague to play Badlands. Like, I have nothing to add. You know, I have not played Badlands. I only know what those bigger creators have said and like what I've seen directly from the developers. So I don't have a lot to add. And honestly, Badlands itself, I don't think it's gonna be a popular map. Only the shills got invited. I mean, you know, those are the people that should get invited for sure. You know, I'm a small channel. No one knows about me, right? So I don't take offense. You have your perspective and take on it. My perspective, you want my perspective on Badlands? I think it's not going to be a popular map. Because of how big it is. I think it's too big, probably. And these are just, you know, speculations. I think it's going to be a lot like Sakal, where Sakal is the least popular map right now. Because people get annoyed with having to make fires all the time. The same thing's going to happen, but in reverse on Badlands. So I think people are going to get annoyed with having to stay damp all the time when there's not a lot of water naturally occurring on the map. And just it being as big as it is, I think the progress is going to feel off for a lot of people. This server populated. We're working on it. We're working on it. We have 70 people as a part of the Discord. Around right now, it's dead. I think there's someone on. But we're a 64 pop server. We just need people to come play. It's open to the public. But we've got 70 people on the Discord. It's just different times of day people are on. Usually about midday into the afternoon, you can get like 7 to 12 people. But our goal is to be high pop. How to join. If you're on PS5, just search the new Trinaris Republic on community servers. It'll pop up. I highly recommend that you join the Discord, but it's not required. But you will be at a disadvantage because there's a lot of things about our server that are harder or are different. Like we have quest lines, we have multiple bunkers that are not easy to get to. And just things in general, like if you didn't know there was no food spawns, you might get in trouble. So the Discord is very helpful. Our torch going again. I was going to buy Badlands, but your new server will keep me busy for the foreseeable future. Which is true. The thing that I'm excited most about Badlands is like just new stuff that I can add to our server. You know, like the dirt bikes. That's going to be super fun. Stevie says, Sporter 22 is the best sniper. Changed my mind. Look, we all know the Sporter 22 is the best sniper in the game. Okay? But we didn't have to talk about that because everyone already knows it. You know? Sporter 22, you don't even need a mag for it. It's so strong. You know what I mean? Because you can just fire it in the general direction of someone and the power alone will delete them. So, there's that. Battery. Guess I can equip that. It's not bad on the coast. Yeah, I mean, if you get a couple, you know, you tap someone in the head a couple times. Uh-oh. Mag dump them. Yeah, you can do that too. I'd rather just have the double barrel shotgun or the single shotgun. I like having a pistol on the coast. You know what? This vest is stupid. This vest you might as well not pick up. I don't agree with that vest. IJ is the coast king. IJ is the king, period. IJ is the king, period. If I have an IJ and I don't have an MK2, I'll carry an IJ. I'll pick up an IJ over an MK2 because honestly the ammo is better. Sporter, no dude, Sporter's the best sniper in the game, dude. Everyone knows it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the IJ. I like the IJ. Weapon kit? IJ is the least damaging pistol round that you can fire out of a suppressor. The ammo is everywhere on the map. Every single location you can get 380. It's got a 12 round mag, so it's better than the MK is, like if wolves come. I don't have to use primary rounds, you know? The MK is kind of weak against the wolves. Yeah, ammo everywhere for the IJ. It's the best. The IJ is the best. The 45s are the worst, and the people that run 45s make me angry. The 45s are so bad. They're like, it staggers zombies. Why are you staggering zombies? Just shoot them in the head. You shouldn't be staggering zombies. And then, I don't know how many times I've said it, but the damage, the shock damage out of the, do we take this? I don't really want a rack. We'll just roll the Mosin, but we'll take the rounds. The shock damage out of the 45 and the health damage is exactly the same as the 9mm. So people like thinking they're stronger, it's completely placebo. It makes no sense. You're just wasting, like you're wasting like, I don't even know. 45 is bad. Just don't do it, guys. Come to me. Bye. Come with me, and we'll be in a world of imagination. This way. We're still cold. A hat. I want that hat. Wonka. I'm Billy Wonka. In the DayZ factory. Stab. Huzzah. The drip is drippy. Did I go up here already? Green hoodie. Hot take. Okay. I'm a big fan of the hoodies. The two best colors for you to take for camouflage are this green one or the brown one. But I would say the brown one is better because this green is too light of a color. Billy Wonka sounds like a reaction channel with floating anime chick in the corner. Could be. You know, I won't do that. To be careful, I usually run whatever gun and ammo a server provides. The server doesn't provide you with ammo, you provide yourself with the ammo. At a certain point, you can, oh god, I thought that was a player. At a certain point, you just know where to find rounds. You know? It's the same thing with, like, the 101. People go, oh, the mags are too rare. I'm like, dude, I can get the mags, no problem. You're just being a baby. You say, Billy, are you employed? No offense. I am employed. I am in a situation right now where I have a lot of free time. And I decided to take advantage of that situation and focus on the channel. What do you do for work? So I can't give away exactly what I do. Not to be mysterious. We'll say conflict resolution. And we'll leave it at that. Leave it at that. But, guys, what are we doing? What do we need right now? So a fireman? I am not a fireman. Hey, I like that hat. It's not as good as the hat I'm wearing, though. Oh, so cop. No, everyone thinks I'm a cop because of the mustache. Does PlayStation have updated control scheme, or is it only one? I think there's multiple control schemes. I don't know. Yeah, you can change it. You can change it. It has a option that says change control scheme. Works for the cartel. The mustache is a dead giveaway. So what you guys don't know is for like most of my adult life, I've had a massive beard. But the beard makes me look much older than I am. I've got pictures of me when I'm like 18 years old with this giant beard, and I look 10 years older than I am now. So, I am of Nor-Gallic descent, and I have to shave every 2 days. So I always keep my beard out of stubble. I never like razor shave, and I've got to shave my neck and my cheeks every day. The cheeks on my face, not my ass. Don't shave your ass, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta do that or I get these crazy ingrowns. But I always maintain some sort of facial hair because I just straight up, it's not worth it for me to clean shave. it's too much upkeep. I got too much hair. Best mid game? That's tough because, like, for me, a Mosin is a mid game weapon. Like, a Mosin is not an in game weapon. And vests, if you don't have a plate mid game, then I personally don't. I'll take a police vest, but I won't take a stab vest. The stab vest is stupid because you're probably gonna die anyway. If someone starts shooting at you. Rick Grimes. Well, the thing is, we're vastly different in age. You know, I mean, I'm sure they could make up me, but he's a lot older than I am. I'm pretty sure. I have not followed The Walking Dead. So, but I'm quite certain. Why are they all on top of each other right here? That's annoying. You guys look strikingly similar. You know what's funny is guys think that, women don't think that. You could probably cosplay as Rick Grimes, and people would probably mistake you for the real guy. See, I don't think so, man. I think he has different color. He's got different color eyes. You know, I don't see it. I think people just get caught up on the fact that I have curly hair and facial hair. You know, because our hair is not even the same color. Like, we don't. Our hair's not the same color, our eyes aren't the same color. Once you hit my age, you don't care what women think. I mean, I have a lady, so I'm not really worried about what women think. It's just something I've noticed, is that the women seem to not, they don't think that I do look like him. Like my girlfriend, for example, she doesn't think that I look like this Rick Grimes guy. Should we go down to Northeast Airfield? Yeah, even though, like, across my videos, it's been brought up like 30 times. And that's not an exaggeration. Yeah, start to notice the inconsistencies. I got a better jawline than Rick Grimes, guys. Now that I'm looking at it. These pants right here, hot take, probably the best pants you can get in a coastal area or a spawn town, the jumpsuit pants. These pants right here, medium insulation, 20 slots. You can't beat that. Can't beat it. Oh no, are my matches gonna be wet? Shit. Damn. Fine, I don't care. I don't care. My matches are wet. You care. But those are heavy. Yeah, but I don't have anything to carry. Like they might be heavy, but I don't weigh anything. It doesn't matter in the beginning. I play whatever's default on my server because whether the night is bright or dark for you is dependent on your setup. You know, like if I make the night dark, I'll still be able to see it on my server, but another player might not be able to. Do you have a sort of set streaming time? No, I don't. I stream whenever I'm kind of like in between videos or I feel like it. You know, I try to do it often. What quests are there? Dude, I there's a lot. It's hard to explain. So, if you guys I'll explain quests. Let me get down here. We're gonna get a fish, and I'll explain the quest lines. But it's kind of a lot, so I don't want to just explain it while I'm trying to focus on other things. But we're gonna go get a fish, and then we'll talk about what quests we have. 13 viewers, 7 likes. I know, we're famous. We're like PewDiePie. Yeah, I just play regular nights on the server because if I make it dark for some people, that's just going to be not fun because their setup won't handle it well. And I find like the darker nights are so dark that it's unrealistic. Make vid of quests. Well, I don't want to spoil a lot of the stuff because a lot of the quests, like I don't really hold your hand. 6 people didn't like the stream. Well, you know, those 6 people are a disappointment, to be honest. Those 6 people hurt my feelings. I have to make a fishing lure. A hook. We're gonna save the durability on our knife. I can feel my guy getting sick anytime now. I just know it's gonna happen. You have haters, you're doing something right. Yeah. I was telling someone today, like, they were saying that they preferred my animated, like the cutouts of me, the older videos where I didn't have the green screen. And what's funny about that is like I got a ton of crap because people thought that that wasn't me, and that I was using some random stock photo, like for clout or something. So the green screen, like the cutouts, I did that out of necessity because that's the style of video I wanted to do. I just didn't have a green screen. And I think it's funny that some people liked that, but I got a lot of hate for using my image because people didn't think it was me. Hilarious. Well, I appreciate that. That's what my mom says. And people on YouTube. I can't carry my fish. Oh yeah, I can. I'm just an idiot. I'm just a stupid guy. I'm gonna shut this zombie in here. We gotta dry our matches off. Well, I guess I don't need to dry my matches off if they're gonna get wet anyway. You know? That would be kind of stupid. I need to get warm though. And we're not making a big fire, so I am gonna make the torch again. The torch! Damn, I lost the ignition. Big old fireplace. There we go. And this, we should get warm now. Warm and dry. I still think it's incredible that people can control their Wi-Fi to get a competitive advantage. I mean, is it a competitive advantage or is that just cheating? You know, I don't know if that's the way I would phrase it. Pretty sure we're just cheating at that point. I'm on my second coffee today. Been up since 3 a.m. What's disappointing about cheating in DayZ is that the majority of the player base, it's grown men. Grown men doing these weird things. Dude, I'm freaking Tom Clancy right now. Splinter Cell. Is there anything in here? Not really. I think it's wild we don't have a backpack yet. That's crazy. We probably get medication now that we're out here, you know? Now that I think about it. We'll get some medicines. Some medicinals. What's this? Pants. Base building anywhere on your server or there are excluded areas. So we say try to avoid tier 4 military areas. There are exceptions being you can do hangars. Hangars are allowed. But no... What, no spawned admin loot? Nah, dude, I like to play the game. I'm trying to make a game that I enjoy playing. So, which is usually just a harder version of the game, or a more in-depth version. Yeah, well, jump on the Discord. I've got all the rules listed on there. But there's only like 5 rules. You have too many rules and it's not fun anymore. And it's also harder to track as an admin. And it's like, I want to spend time playing the game. I don't want to spend time trying to adhere to 35 rules, you know? So our rules are fair and they make sense and they're in place, but it's relatively simple stuff, like, you know, no alt accounts to gain combat advantages. Don't build in front of the bunker. Don't build at a military barracks. You know, things that would just like are not cool, like just jerk stuff. But like if you want a hangar in a military, like that's cool, you know? Nothing spawns in there anyway. Who cares? We have, since people are here asking, so we have base damage turned off, but we allow people to raid, but you just have to do it differently. So if you wanted to raid on our server, you would need to shoot someone at their combo lock. Like you would need to stake them out, or crawl through a window, or boost a wall, you know, or take a vehicle and jump in. No combat log. I mean, no combat log, it's like, it's impossible to enforce that. You know, there's the countdown timer. The countdown timer is there. It's supposed to defeat combat logging. But it's the same as official. I can't make a rule against that or prevent it in any way. Someone's gonna be a baby. In combat log, then that, you know, it is what it is, and we can make fun of them in the Discord. Accept your fate. Must be a public shaming. I mean, if I find out someone combat logs, I'll make fun of them, you know? Like, oh, you know, I won't be too mean. Add a trash talk channel. We just call that Discord chat. We don't need to split it up into subcategories. It's all the same thing. We got any medicinals over here? What the hell is going on here? Who did this? Alright, who knows about this? Who's stashing barrels over here? That's actually a lot of barrels. Thoughts on DayZ 2? I'm happy for DayZ 2 as a concept. I've been saying for a while now that I have a level of concern, and this was prior to the announcement of DayZ 2. I have some concern about how old the game is, and how limited we are, or how limited Bohemia is by how old the game is. A lot of DayZ's biggest complaints, like dupers, it's a limitation of the engine, because duplication, it deals with these instances of time, and the game, like, it's very hard to work around that, because you can't patch out features that are necessary to play the game, but it's features that are necessary to play the game that make duplication possible. Oh, you ain't gotta tell me, SpongeBob. You ain't got. I'm right. I'm with you. I already know. I'm an IFAC connoisseur. I'm a connoisseur of IFACs. I'm an IFAC connoisseur. What was I saying? Yeah. So them, coming out and saying they're making DayZ 2, they needed to do it. The game is so far behind that I've worried that a AAA developer might come in and steal the genre and do a bad job with it. Where it's like, Bohemia is probably the developer we want to make this game, you know? Because this game, as it stands right now, it scratches most of the itches I have. But if Activision comes in here and throws money at it, they're going to have a more appealing product. Because this game is so freaking old. It's so outdated. So I'm happy that DayZ 2 is a thing. It feels like way too soon to have announced it. That felt kind of silly to me, because we know it's not coming for a long time. It feels weird to announce DayZ 2 when Badlands isn't even out yet. So, but I think DayZ 2, it's a great thing. I think it could potentially bring a lot of new players to the game, because there's many like younger players that like flat out they can't play this game because they're like, I can't, it's not up to date, and like, we know, but we've been playing it for years. We're used to it. I was hoping to find a medic bag or something, and so far nothing. Nada. Completely new stuff. New things or mechanics you would like to see. I mean, there's so many, I did a features we want video. If you haven't seen that, go watch that. And there's more barrels. More barrels. Who's online? There's a lot of people online. Yeah, I watched the features video. I need to make probably another video on just detailing the stuff people commented. People had a lot of really good ideas for features. But like, something simple. If I can make rags by using a garden hoe, I would also just like to be able to rip clothing with my hands and make rags. Like, there's like stream snipers. I mean, they're welcome to try. I'm testing spawn points. So if I happen to have to respawn, personally, it depends on the individual. Me and a few of my friends play, and we are like 13 to 15. Just depends what type of game you like. So I was telling a younger guy here earlier, understand that might be true, But that means you are in the majority of the minority of the player base for DayZ. Because the average player in DayZ is like 25 to 40 something. So it's great that you guys are here, but we need more of you guys. Because you got a bunch of old farts playing on this game. Is Pete still out here? Anyone know if Peter's out here? Look, someone needs to come build a base out here. Does it matter being in the DayZ minority? Does it matter to you, the player? No. Being a young guy? I don't think so. You know, because like me, I've got somewhere in the neighborhood of like 7,000 hours. Between two consoles. Stevie, did you kill Pete? Yeah, he should be gone after the last person killed him, I think. Pete's gone. No, I don't think it matters being a younger person. As someone who's, you know, I'm 34, you know, I would like more younger people to be a part of the game. Because the younger generation is like what keeps games relevant. It's not the old guys. Or at a certain point it won't be the old guys, you know? This airfield is freaking beautiful, dude. It's gorgeous. Yeah, he killed Pete for his plate. That's fine. No, you killed Petey boy? I killed Petey a lot of times. That man, he's been shot. We just, like, look at how good this airfield looks, man. It looks great. Looks phenomenal. Yes, us old guys will be in the nursing home soon. I don't feel old. I'm 30. I'm not old, but I'm not young. You know? So, like, some of you may know this, but, like, I am a skateboarder. And I've skateboarded for most of my life. I've skateboarded for 26 or 27 years. So, the differences from being, like, 18 to 34, I can really tell. I really notice the difference. So I'm not old, but I can tell you, you know, I'm not flying through the air as much as I used to. Got some stream lag going on. A little bit of stream lag. I'm hoping through here we find a bag of some kind. If someone ran up on you friendly, would you give them a chance or kill on sight? If I discover someone and I close the gap on them, I pretty much will always go for the kill. If someone calls me out and they're like, yo man, what's up? I'll be 100% friendly to you. Because at that point, they made the conscious decision to not shoot me. And that's just always how I played it. But in general, that doesn't happen very much. You know, especially if you play a lot of official. That doesn't happen very often. We need more barracks buildings. These hangars are not going to have anything in there. Oh no, I'm red chaining. This is cool. Disconnected. That's okay. We'll try again. You are already in the target session. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You're mean. How did that happen? I lost connection. Stream is tough. Streaming's not super great off the PlayStation directly, I feel. That's the first disconnect I've ever had though on stream. Tell the girlfriend's working right now. She's not using it. We might have the TV on in the living room though. I've got a hardwired connection too. So we really should be fine. That's just DayZ though. It's like I said, this game is outdated. It needs some work. Pop up over here. Hardwired. For DayZ, it's like a necessity, honestly. Especially if you're on an older console, you have to be hardwired. I mean, I'm on a PS5, but if you have a PS4, you better be hardwired, dude. Pistol suppressor. I don't like the Glock. I found the orange key yesterday and gave it to my cousin. He's going to hit you on Discord when he gets on. Who is this? Because someone else found the orange key too. So I was going to tell people about quests. Quests. So we have a lot of the best loot in the game locked behind a quest line. And I don't want to give all the specifics away, but I'll give you an example that I use a lot. And it's like how you would get a DMR on our server. Okay? This is what you would have to do. You would need to go, everyone lock in. We all locked in. This is what you would have to do to get a DMR on the new Trinaris Republic. You are not going to go to a tier 4 military and just find it. No chance. The first thing you're going to have to do is get a full set of NBC. Get a full set of NBC gear and go to Riffy. At Riffy, you're going to look for a tiny little key. Once you have that tiny little key, you're going to need to go to Pavlovo. At Pavlovo, you're going to need to find a briefcase. Inside of that briefcase, you're going to find the suppressors for the M4, the suppressors for the AKs, a 60-round Stanag, and a punched card. So, worth noting, that briefcase is the only way you can get suppressors. They don't spawn anywhere else, and neither does the 60-round Stanag. So if you want suppressors, you do have to go to Riffy first to get a key, and you have to go to Pavlovo and find that briefcase. Now, that punch card, that briefcase also has 20-round mags for the DMR. Those are the only locations you can get mags for the DMR is that briefcase. The DMR itself is in the bunker, but I don't tell people where the bunker is. The bunker is in a tier 1 area, and it's up to you to find it. That bunker is also a gas zone. Oh, that's right. These pants have less storage. That sucks. The bunker is a gas zone, and it's hoarded with zombies. And that bunker has, I think it's like, the horde is like, it's 75 zombies deep, I think. Something like that, but there can be 200 at a time if you play the situation wrong. Inside that bunker, you can get yourself. Oh, these are the best boots, but they're how bad off are they? Damaged, we'll take them. Are they still high insulation? They're medium. These are medium. We'll trade. Yeah, so that's how you would get a DMR on our server. And a lot of the loot is locked behind quest stuff like that. Our gas zones are different too. Like, you can't get all of the guns at one gas zone. Like, if you want a specific gun, you have to go to specific gas zones. So, like, if you wanted a LAR, the black SVD, or the AUG AX, you would go to Riffy. If you wanted the tan N.C.R, the wood SVD, or the black M4, you would go to Pavlovo. What else we got? We got stuff, you know? We got stuff and things. What can I do to make my inventory better here? The bunker has the black N.C.R inside of it. It has the DMR. It has the green M4. And those are the only places you can get it. But you're not going to find a N.C.R just laying around on a military. Instructions are, I'll camp Pavlova with my Sporter 22. Good idea, because that is the best sniper in the game. So, what's the Discord? Let me get it for you real quick. I'll shoot you a link, and you can read about all this stuff in depth. We also, obviously, we have a lot of map overhauls as well, and I have a full page that details all of the different areas and overhauls. But in general, I describe it, it's like a mix of hardcore, it's like a hybrid, mix hardcore, quality of life. Let me grab this link real quick. Invites. Where's it at? This one. Copy. Go back to the stream. Discord's coming in chat. There's the link right there. Bada boom. Phyllis says, oh, you know what? That's the Discord. That's not stream. I have a quest where I have the orange container key, and it can spawn anywhere in the open world of Trinaris. Absolutely anywhere. And if someone finds it, they can bring it to me, and then we go to this vault. And the vault has every item in the game. And they have 5 minutes to grab whatever they can. And after that, we leave the vault, we lock the vault back up, and no one can go inside. That's one of the quests. That one's really fun. Because it's such a small little thing. And it can spawn anywhere. I'm a little concerned because everyone keeps finding it. Like, too quickly. You would think, as small as it is, it would be harder to find, but I think 3 people have found it. A bit concerning. I might have to put a time limit on when it respawns. Because people are finding it a little too quick. Ugh, I don't want this pistol, but that's all I have. Let's see. You should be the final boss when they get past you. There is a quest to come kill me. There is a quest. I carry a yellow key on my player, and if someone kills me and they return the key to me after I've respawned and got settled again. I give them coordinates to a buried sea chest that has a bunch of like my weapon picks inside of it. I think that quest is called Favor from the Dead. It's got its own page on the Discord where people can read about it. We've got the Favor from the Dead quest. We have Impossible Odds quest, which is the finding of the orange key. We have the quest for the best, locks all of the best stuff in the game. You have to participate if you want it. And like, what's cool about like the bunker quest is you could potentially kill someone out in the wild and they could have a key card on them, and that would get you access to the DMR. But the bunker does not give you access to the DMR mags. You would still have to go to Pavlovo and unlock the briefcase in Pavlovo to get the mags. So the way the server works, it sends people all around the map. Gets people moving. Check the chat real quick. See if I've missed anything important from anybody. Didn't realize you could stream from PlayStation. You can, and it's convenient, but I think the connection's a little iffy. You know, we still haven't found a water bottle. Trying to think if that's like really concerning or not. That area, the Northeast Air overhaul, looks great, is very cool. We probably need to make an adjustment to the loot economy to flush out tier 2 militaries a little more. Probably need to make adjustments to like the USG and the MP5, bump those numbers up a bit to fill out those areas. And I've already said this on the Discord, but the High Council guys, so for anyone that's watching and doesn't know, the whole server's funded by the people that play it. It's free to the public, but anyone that donates $10 a month, they vote on issues as it pertains to the server. So like even the naming of the server was something that was voted upon. And recently, we call those guys the guys that donate. This is me included. We call that group of people the High Council. And they just voted to remove the USG from tier 3 and 4 militaries because it's stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense for it to appear there. So now the USG only appears in tiers, I think it's just tier 2. Which is much better, which makes a lot more sense. We're gonna need to get food before we leave town, for sure. Is there water over here? No. You know what? I bet you those, I think we planted zucchini a while ago, like when we first spawned. I bet it's up here. I bet it's up here now. How many people we got? Just a few. Yeah, server picks up around like 12 till later in the afternoon. Oh no, so we won. Man, let me read that. We won't get a Bison and Tizzy. We haven't voted on the Bison. But the Bison's not as offensive as the USG is. The Bison, you could argue it has utility. It's not a good PvP gun, but it has utility as a zombie killer. The USG just sucks. It's not a good zombie killer, and it's not a good player killer. So the Bison, I don't know if we will vote on that, but the Bison is, it's alright. It's not a PvP weapon, but a zombie killer, it's relatively okay. Love the Asphalt. They're cool guns, and they're good if you use them like SMGs. But their projectile speed is slower than the 22. So they're really inaccurate if your target's moving. I know what I'm doing right now is going to make so many people mad. Look at this thing. Oh, I love it. It's so cool. Oh, sick. Tetra. Check the chat. MK2 is a good zombie killer. Yeah, it's one of the best. Any gun is a good zombie killer. Disagree. If your gun requires it to be repaired all the time, or is going to put a lot of damage on your suppressors, then you're wasting your resources. You want a gun that doesn't need repaired very often and doesn't damage your suppressor as much. So lower caliber is better because everything one-shot headshots a zombie. Why would you shoot it with a high caliber? You know? Plus, you can only find 45 on militaries. It doesn't appear anywhere else. It's common because it is on militaries, but it's not found in villages and towns. You know, whereas 380 is found everywhere, you know? Or 9mm is found everywhere. This guy's gonna try to kiss me. Nothing. Nothing at all. Where's our zucchini at? Zucchini was like over here, I think. That's gotta be grown by now, right? Yeah, just one? Oh, they didn't make it. Oh, wolves. That's cool. Like that. That might be problematic. Oh, snap. When I sawed it off, it took the ammo out of it. What the heck is that? Stop harassing the locals. What happened? All of my ammo's gone. That's gotta be a bug, right? I had 3 shots. So, fun note there. If you saw the Mosin, it takes all the ammo out of it. We got 2 45s. Yeah, the gun does change colors. So I want this wolf to come in here with me. That's my game plan. Okay. One down. Let's get another one. Come here. Oh, I'll take you, though. I need your bag, actually. Give me that bag. Alright. Take the bag. Sick. And matches. Let's go. Who's next? I need another wolf to come up in here. Keep them coming. Oh, that guy just flew in the air. No, I've been cut. Well, the good news is the wolf will help with our food problem. Come on. Come on. I need the wolves to come back up the stairs again. Battery? Well, that was fun. What is this guy doing? Wolves are leaving. So, I mean, that kind of worked out, though. Because we'll have fat now. We will have... We do need another rope. Factually, we do need another rope, so we'll make another rope. We'll make a knife. These bones look like they're damaged quality, probably because I beat a wolf to death with a hatchet. So that might, might damage the quality of one's bones. Like, I assume if someone beat me to death with a hatchet, my bones would be in poor condition. I would assume. Do we take the headdress? Do we be that guy? We can't wear this thing. What condition are these? Damaged. They're probably all going to be damaged, aren't they? That's so obnoxious. We want to take some bones with us. Oh, did they ruin my Tetra? No, Tetra's okay. Let's get rid of our bad fishing hooks. So we don't need those anymore. Let's put our good fishing hook in the IFAC kit. And we will take... What shall we do? We don't really... Make another rope. I look stupid. Guys, that's stupid. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I can't do that. That's just so stupid. I can't do it. I look like an idiot. Make another knife. So the wolves will solve our problem, our food problem temporarily. Where's that other wolf at? Right here. You like the empty chamber click? Dude, I don't know if I've noticed that before. Does that always happen? Like if you saw the barrel off, does it just takes all the ammo out of your gun? That sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. We live to see another day. What do we have at our disposal right now? We're gonna go cook our wolf meat. Really don't want to bother with zombies right now. We need to get out of town. We spent so much time in our spawn area that I'm ready to move on to greener pastures. Everyone's always bothering me. Everyone's always chasing me. Leave me alone. You guys are mean. Oh, you know what? You know what? I forgot. I forgot. We had food. A stream sniper could have caught up by now. You're absolutely right, and I don't even have a gun anymore. I don't even have a gun anymore. Hey. Hey. How do I get out of this fence line? I kind of feel like you should be able to run and eat food. Just like a light sprint would be nice. Alright, let's get out of town. We gotta do something. Make some progress. We're unarmed still. All of that time, and we're unarmed. We got the baby Mosin, but the baby Mosin is no ammo. Missed. Big bag. I don't really care about inventory space. And that bag, it's not a bad color, but it is big. I'll keep the little bag till we get something more appropriate. Ooh, anyone need a combo lock? I know a lot of people were looking for these on the Discord. Armed with the most dangerous tool, your mind. Oh boy. Dude, we're good. We're good. We could just leave town. We really just want a bottle. A bottle would be good. Bottle would be premium. Some sluggos. I pissed a zombie off. Piss the zombie off. I'm on. This guy's got tape. I'm gonna take some water. Get a little look-see here. Take a little look around. That's plenty. We're fine. School bag. School bag. Maybe we can find another Mosin and pull some rounds out of it. That would be okay. Get the gloves repaired. We've got edgy fingerless gloves. We're real cool like that, so. We're pretty cool guys. I just really want a bottle. A bottle. We'll take plastic. We'll take glass. Glass is preferred. Glass bottle would be good. We're not hurting for food. I just saw a candy bar. Definitely not hurting for food. Oh. Hello? There's never anything in these buildings. These are stupid. Why do I even bother, you know? That's a little bit in my way. Just a hair. Don't care, don't need it. A saw? Need a bottle. Need a bottle. Good shoes. We'll trade. We'll trade. They're just in better shape. Whoop. What's this? 22? I'm a bandit. Bandito, I'm an outlaw. Fringe of society. Nothing, bro. Nothing. All we ever wanted was a bottle of water. I spy a chicken. Which means we can do black magic. You guys want to see black magic? Curious if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Do we have rags? We have rags. We have rags. Where's this chicken at? Come here, boy. Got him. The black magic is you can skin your chicken. And you see these bones, they're pristine. And we know my bones are damaged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down. And I'm take my single bone and put them with the 2 pristine. And now I have 3 pristine bones. Now I have 4 pristine bones. And now I have 5. So it starts to go down, but now we have more bones in better shape than we did before. You're welcome. You didn't know. You didn't know that little tip. There's a little tip for you. I have too much stuff. What else can I quickly just eat this whole can of spaghetti? Just down the hatch. You guys ever just sit in the bush and eat a whole can of spaghetti? I do that sometimes when I'm feeling lonely. Alright, let's keep pushing. You know, what if there's a glass bottle in this building? What if there is? Wouldn't that be something? What is this? What is that? I don't know. Doesn't look useful though. We go onward. With no real goal, mind you. I mean, I guess we need a gun. I guess guns are... Do I even bother carrying this at this point? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I'm not sure. Couple folks online. There is a castle up the hill here on my left. I'm gonna run a couple more feet. We're gonna hit a trail. I could take that up and potentially get something like a blaze and maybe a jacket. Maybe. It is a possibility. Yo, I have you added. Want me to join? You have me added? What does that mean? You can join if you want to. If you want to play a really cool DayZ server, you can join. Everyone can join. That's why we're here. Streaming to talk to people, tell them about the server, tell them about its features, tell them we're doing a really cool thing. They should get on the Discord and read up. We are friends on PS5. Are we? Where do I know you from? Did we meet? I sometimes meet people in the wild on official. And, but I've met a lot of people, so I don't always remember. So you're gonna have to jog my memory. Where did I meet you at? Met you in your comment section. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, I do know your gamer tag, for sure. I know you. Yeah, dude, play the server. The server's freaking good. It's really cool. We're gonna have merchandise soon? Maybe. I did a couple... Yeah, LOL, I'm friendly. I'm not friendly, but that's cool. If someone calls me out and they're like, "Yo, Billy, what's up?" I'm not gonna shoot you. But I do like to seek out kills and stuff. You know, I'm a solo. As the admin, I do not team up with anyone against other players. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't want that kind of juju, so I play solo. I play solo unofficial. And I just play my life as it is, you know? I'm friendly too. Well, hey, you guys better be careful because there's a lot of guys out here that are not going to be friendly to you. So we can't team up. I mean, if it's prearranged, you know, like if you and me were like, hey, do you want to run out to Tizzy or something, or you know, I was testing something per se, and I wanted someone to tag along, that would be acceptable. But normal gameplay, I don't like to run with people, because like you don't want, as the admin, you don't want any like accusations of favoring people or anything like that, you know. So I try to keep it pretty clean. So you're going to kill me? I mean, maybe. You're not going to spawn anywhere near me. I can tell you that. Oh, look, we got ammo. That's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet. I know people dog on the sawed-off snipers, like the Blaze and the Mosin, but they're really accurate. Out to like 200. I sawed off the Mosin Masta Blasta, and I don't regret it. And I don't care what you think. Okay, I'm not killing you though. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you see me and you want to say what's up, just be like, yo, Billy, what's up? And I'm not gonna shoot you. I'm a reasonable person. Sawed off sporter slaps. Can you saw off the sporter? No, you can't. That would be crazy though. I can't imagine how bad that would be. But the sawed off Mosin, I wish I had a scope. I'd show you guys. It's accurate to like 200 meters. You can still one-tap somebody with it. That's fair. We're not teaming up, man. Yeah. You know. But like, say like, you know, if we agreed to meet up, right? No, stream lag. Stream lag. We agreed to meet up, and then we got in a fight with somebody, then it would look weird, right? It would be suspicious. So it's a little tough, you know? Sawed it off purely for the weight gain. I sawed it off because it's cool. Don't bring me supplies. I don't want to have a good time. I want to have a bad time. Don't bring me supplies. We're playing fresh spawn runs, so I understand what the server feels like to people playing the server. I do test runs. A lot of my test runs I do streams of, you know? This character is not meant to be a permanent character for me. He's meant to die at some point. Yeah, pocket Mosin is viable out to like 200 meters. If you have the PU for it, it's good. You might not think so. Love your vids, man. Soaked them all up. Need more. Yeah, I try. I try to do more. I think I do a lot, videos wise. I put a lot of effort in. So killing would be helping you. I mean, it should be fair though. You know, stream sniping is kind of like, you know, the average player in my server isn't gonna get stream sniped. Wouldn't be quite the real experience now, would it? Hang on, let me check this YouTube comment. This is on the snipers video. Alright. So this guy says, I sniped a running player at 560 meters with the DMR. Which is cool, you know? I'm sure you did. Sure you did. I'm not saying you can't. You know, I'm saying competent players, if you're a competent player and you're aware that you're being sniped at and the person is relatively far away, DMR is not a sniper rifle. Yeah, you're right. But still, people use it as a sniper's rifle. Most competent players will be able to duck your shots beyond 600 meters. They'll be able to evade you. Ooh, stream lag. At the worst possible time. We're gonna ditch the chest holster. We're gonna pick up the vest. My longest shot is 1,100 with the Tundra. Yep, Tundra is certainly capable of that. You can snipe someone with a hand grenade, but I hope you're LeBron James. I don't know if I'd call that a snipe, because you can't throw very far. Bag trade? It's basically the same bag. I like this one better, though. Bag trade. You're not kind of close to me. And that tells me that you don't know the map that well. You're not close to me at all. You're on the southwest. I'm in the east. Or maybe you're confused about what location I'm in. But we are not close to each other at all. We are almost as far apart as you ever could be, Mr. Cannibal. I know where you are. You're not close to Pavlovo. That's not... We are not close to Pavlovo. You're a silly man. Should I get out I Survive and map how far that is? That's very far away. Mean? I'm not being mean, it's just... You know, you're not correct. You're very far away. Pavlovo's got a cool overhaul on it, though. Pavlova is really cool looking if you're passing through there. Hello? That's stuck in the ground. Our bright blue jacket is not super great camo. Could be better. What are the odds we find cargo pants in here? Cowboy hat. What is she doing? Weirdo? Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I was fully expecting to find some cargo pants, and we did not. It's okay, we'll go check these buildings. Check this building. Nothing. So we do have a reduced loot pool in general. We've removed some stuff for performance, but it's stuff people don't really pick up. So what ends up happening is it can be a little sparse in some areas, which in turn makes the game a little bit tougher, which is good. A farming hoe. Shotgun. Don't care. Don't care about the shotgun. Sharpening stone would be nice, though. Still have not found water bottle. We're gonna fix this up. Fix this hat up. Trade off something that's not as bright. Let's get her to come to a building. Water bottles are overrated. Yeah, apparently they're incredibly rare today. I don't know how long have we been streaming for? We haven't found a single bottle, single thing to drink out of. Oh, that's a good mag. How long have we been streaming? I have no idea. Couple hours? I should probably keep track of these things. Let's do... get this going, since we got the big fireplace here. Alright, we're actually carrying like way too much food. I've just been yapping. Been yapping too much. We'll let that cook up a little bit. We really could use a sharpening stone, you know? Fix up our blades. We have bones though, so it's not like the end of the world. You can always make. You can always make a knife if we have to. I'm just getting these to make torches with. Just be sure to end stream. I end stream before I log off. So it's not... My stream location is not really relevant to where I end up, and then 90% of the time I end up just killing my character anyway. Like I said, you know, this guy's not meant to live forever. This is just like, we're testing stuff. Go ahead and get a heat buff going, because it's getting dark. Odds the Eagles will win the Super Bowl this year. I'm not a football guy. So I'm the wrong guy to ask. I grew up in alternative youth. I'm a skateboarder. Skateboarded for 26 or 27 years. The only like mainline sports that I've ever played would be I played baseball for like 7 years. Ever find anything out about the cold? So our server appears to be colder than normal. However, it's a default weather file, so I don't know why it's colder. But everyone agrees that it's colder. Feels like I'm not even wearing clothes most of the time. I don't know why it's so cold. I didn't change anything. You know, so I might have to look at it, but it's like way on the back burner of things to look at. But I need to download a default file and compare them and see like why is it so cold? Because it does seem unreasonably cold. You know what? I just thought about we're not gonna even need this torch anymore because we're carrying. I know who you are, KG. I know exactly who you are. Yeet. This trail will bring us down to this little town that sits just like southeast of a castle. One of the green mustache houses. There'll be a small water fountain down here in the center of town. We can get water from that. This is actually a good town to build bases in. From my experience, if you want to build a traditional base, somewhere that's not too far in the east and not too far in the west. Still need a bottle. Still don't have a bottle. We're not too far from Northwest Airfield, and we don't have a bottle. Which means we might get a canteen before we ever get a plastic or glass bottle. Machete. You know what? Give me this for a second. Little backpack. We'll take it. It's blue. Matches the fit. Come to me, child. Come to me, my child. We're gonna go bottleless. Water bottleless all the way to Tizzy. All the way to Tizzy, all the way to Northwest. Oh, no bueno. Let's keep that for a second. Meh. Alright, let's go fill up on water, I guess. I'm not going to spend all day looking for water bottles. The water bottles can come to me. So we're probably going to go here to the green mustache that's up the hill through the woods. Then we'll go hit the... Is there an end goal? Become a recognizable streamer, YouTuber, other games. I would like to make YouTube my career. People that are in my Discord understand that that's a part of what I want to do. If it's at all possible to do that with DayZ, I will keep it strictly DayZ. I have concepts for another YouTube channel. It's a little outside of my resources to do right now. But it would essentially just be called BJD2. And it would be whatever games I want. But this channel, I think, has an identity tied to DayZ. And it's not something I want to diversify. But yeah, I want to make it... I want DayZ to be a big part of, like, my success. Which is why I have the YouTube so tied in with the server. It's because I'm trying to do something different and kind of give back in ways that I know that I can. You know, I look at... So, like, I understand what's possible from, like, a monetary perspective when I look at the big DayZ YouTubers. And when I look at the big DayZ YouTubers, and I'm not saying anything against these guys, but when I look at the resources that they have, knowing what I know about YouTube, I would expect... not that I would expect, I know that me personally, I would be doing more for the community as a whole if I had that level of success. Because I could argue right now that I'm already doing more than most people would be doing. So that's kind of, you know, like, my guys know that, like, I'm working with Xbox people to help set up a server for Xbox. I've got PlayStation. We're in the talks with PC people. You know, I'm trying to do whatever I can, and I'm just going to keep giving back. So, like, we're going to run a server on every map. Is the plan? The plan. There's so many goals. You know, I want to get PC for myself, so I can get DayZ Editor, because I have a goal to completely redesign Chernarus from the ground up. And I'll continue to do stuff like that, you know? But I have to have the resources and the time. But I also, you know, I have ideas for videos about other games and things, but that would be a totally different channel. Jimmy Chansey, thanks for the Patreon pledge, brother. Let me know what your gamer tag is so I can add you to High Council for your respective platform, whether you're Xbox or PlayStation. Just shoot me your gamer tag on either the Discord or the Patreon. But part of the way we're running these servers, I think, is very unique because it's like I own the server and I do all of the hard work, like the coding and making sure everything's working. But I pay $10 a month. Everyone else that's a part of High Council also pays $10 a month. So it's their server as much as it is mine. And my vote's not worth like 10 votes. You know, when we vote on a topic, my vote's 1. So it's like you have these servers like the New Chernarus Republic, and it's like it's completely unique because it's ran directly by the people that make it possible. And I think that's a fresh take on you know, like a good idea of how something like this can be run. And then, you know, that's like how we were able to afford the 64 slot population. Like we've got a 64 slot population server. And look, there's a bunch of people on here right now. Blaze. No ammo though, but we'll take the Blaze. We like the Blaze. And you know what? I'll keep the Mosin for now, but it's probably not going to last much longer. We'll go up the hill to the castle. But I'm excited about DayZ and the things that are possible. I understand what things are possible with the game. Wolves! We're going to do this move right here. I have the high ground, Anakin! Where's that guy at? Quit moving around. Missed. What's this comment? I think you shouldn't have to contribute, Billy. You make us vote on that eventually if you want by my recommendation. See, that's kind of bullshit though, you know? Because like, I understand, like, there's a certain level of success on YouTube where you make more than a living. And if you have a community of people that are directly responsible for helping you make your living, doing something that you love, you have to give back. So that's all I'm going to say. You deserve it. Well, that might be true, but like I'm not going to not do anything in return, you know? And you guys know this is already true. I was like, let's get 10 guys and we're going to make a server. Well, look, here we fucking are, dude. You know, I'm not just doing stuff for me. I'm doing this. The game, I'm making the game I want to play, you know, but it involves other people. Agreed. However, your dollar per hour is work to run. Your dollar per hour is the work to run it, is the giving back. It's included. It's included. And it never won't be, you know? And the more resources I have, the more generous that will become. As I become in a better and better scenario, you know, my players, my Discord folks, my viewers, they will always have more. That's the plan. Because I know what's possible. I know that that's possible, and that's easy to maintain. And, you know, if I get to that level, it won't even be hard. I do most of this stuff right now, and I make no money. So... there's a good chance that my lady comes home from work soon for lunch, and I might have to pause the stream for a little bit. Might be all, might come back, don't know. But just a heads up for anyone that's been watching. My girlfriend comes home, I like to make her a little bit of lunch or something, you know. Plus I haven't eaten since like 4 probably, 4 a.m. Something like that. Something I find funny about the bolt guns is it says it's semi-auto down in the left-hand corner. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's kind of goofy, right? It's not semi-auto. It's bolt action. Why the heck are you eating at 4 a.m.? My girlfriend, she works at 6. She has to be there at 6. So I get up with her at 4. And I get on that cast iron, boy. You better believe I got bacon, eggs, and sausage. Toast. Somebody's been here. Only found 1 Tundra ever, but I've killed players for them as well. Where do you find them typically? Hunting locations split with historical, which is castle and hunting. Found one in a hunter shed, not the stand. I don't find the weapons in stands very much. It does seem to be the hunting locations in general. We got wet. Now we're cold. I like this hat. Camo hat. Nothing. It's still raining. I know if I take the time to get dry, it's just gonna rain again, so I'm not gonna bother right now. There should be one more spot. Yeah, right here. And this way, if you cut out this wall and take a hard right, it'll take you through Grishino all the way to Northwest Air. Hunter pants. These are the brown ones, so that's a direct upgrade, as long as we have the repairs for it. Yep, brown ones are good. We like the brown ones. Take those. Say goodbye to our jumpsuit pants. Be on our merry way. How many hours do you have on DayZ? I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 7,000 hours. I started on Xbox, and I moved to PS4, and then I went from PS4 to PS5. Mostly played, for most of my time, I played official, and then admin community servers throughout that period of time. But most of my hours probably are on official. Official Chernarus, there was a stint there where I played Sakal a lot, and then my last stint I played a lot of Livonia, but I found Livonia is very easy. It's a little too easy. How was the upgrade from PS4 to PS5? Is there a noticeable difference? Yeah, there's a big difference, unfortunately. It is a very big difference. It's pretty bad for PS4. Xbox, PS5 crossplay. I want to play with my buddy so bad. Well, these are greedy industries, man. It probably isn't going to happen that way. Maybe in an all-digital world. Yeah, the game runs better on Xbox, in my experience, but PS5 is better than when I was playing on Xbox. But PS4 versus Xbox, Xbox was better. You can use mouse and keyboard on console as long as the server allows it. I don't allow it on mine because a lot of people view that as a competitive advantage. But it is possible, and there are servers that are strictly mouse and key on console, if that's your jam. But my server, we don't have it. Just because, like, I want gunfights to be fair. But there's no crossplay from PC to console. No. They tried that recently with Xbox within the past couple months, and it resulted in an influx of hackers, and they had to completely undo that. It did not work out. Maybe someday when they have a better handle on things, but not today. Wish people would stay honest. Yeah, especially given the age range that, you know, the DayZ player base is, you'd really expect better. But unfortunately not. Put that in a bad spot. Nothing was more unplayable than what happened to Xbox. That was really bad. I saw some pretty bad stuff. Pretty bad hacks going around. Normally you can cover these fires up, but I kind of put it on a hill. I don't think I'm going to be able to cover it. Oh, I had it. That was it. I had it. Dang. Yeah, I have a tips video where I talk about doing this, because a lot of people don't know that you can. but you can block the light from a big fire. It's not easy. It's better if you get it on flat ground, which I've messed up here. This one's probably a lost cause. Replying to YouTube comments and streaming and talking to you guys. That's funny. Where is my lady, man? She's a hard worker. My girlfriend is badass, dude. She's so cool. Props to her putting up with me, you know? I'm a psycho. Using a torch is better. Yeah, you're right. I just don't have a bottle to put my torch out, so I'd have to burn a whole torch. I'm a big fan of the torch. I almost always carry a torch. When I have a good enough gun to carry just one gun, then I carry a torch. But right now, we're not quite there. We're not quite there, boys and girls. We're getting out of here. Getting impatient. How do you use the torch? I don't know. What do you mean by that? What do you want to know? I'll answer your question, but I gotta have more specific. What are you making, Miss Billy? It varies. You know, some days she wants a light lunch and she'll just snack on stuff. Some days I'll make her like a fried egg sandwich. You know, something not too heavy. I have celiac disease, so we have a lot of healthy food in the house. How do you make a torch? Is it only for light? No, it'll keep you warm and dry. In the torches, you can conceal the light much easier. And you can also extinguish a torch if you have a bottle of water or a canteen. Yeah, girl lunch. Torch is mobile. Yep, the torch freaking rules, man. I carry one all the time. All right, how many canisters of gas have we seen? A lot, right? It's not just me. We've seen a lot of gas cans. Doesn't food spawn here? I died with my friend. Zed's beat us up. Nope, food does not spawn here. Once you get that stove top, though. I don't carry the stove. It's too heavy. Yeah, you can do a long stick or a short stick. For the torch, by the way. You can carry a long one, you can carry a short one. I carry the short one the most. The long one's kind of versatile, though, because if you wanted to drop rags off of it, you could use it as a fishing rod if you carry a rope with you, which you should. Everyone should carry a rope. That's DayZ 101. Carry a rope, or you're dope. That's what I say. Carry a rope or you're a dope. So up here, we cut through this little thicket. We're going to come up on a little house that sits, people say it's short. It's really average. You know, you're right, though. That's probably the average size torch. The long one is just extra long. That's funny. Y'all are a hoot, man. We got 16 people in here. That's cool. I like that. Another map. We should be coming up on that little house. Oh, I dropped my phone. Good God. How many people would be surprised to learn that I edit all of my videos and film on my phone? And my phone is several years out of date. It's an iPhone 14. Ever do the cannibal thing? I have. Unofficial. But like, I don't know. Did you up the spawn on yellow boxes? No. Are you finding a lot of them? Yeah, I do everything on my phone. I don't have a budget. I don't have a good budget. And I don't make money from my YouTube. Yet. Yeah. The green screen I only got because someone sent me like a sizable donation. And like I'm a man of my word. Like a lot of that stuff goes back into the community and like the content. What do I use to edit them? I use an application called Splice that I've used for probably over 10 years. Good jacket. Application called Splice. It's a video editing app made for mobile phones. That's what I use. Well, Kurt, in response to the yellow cases, I mean, everything moves here. Oh my good God. N.C.R. 550 Savannah. And you know what, guys? Here's the thing. I enjoy the green screen. It feels much more like I've always wanted to do. Content-wise, I just didn't have the means. Some people are going to think I'm crazy. I would rather have a Blaze than the N.C.R. 550. But we are going to remove this from the building. I don't want someone else getting it. Follow-up shot is everything. I also like having the opportunity to double shot. And the irons on the Blaze are nice. What optic on the Blaze? I got one yesterday. I mean, you want the hunting scope. But you can use any of them. It's just the hunter scope you can see a lot further. My throat is getting sore from talking. The sport point's cool because you can bring the zeroing down to close quarters ranges. You can get it to like 50 meters, which is cool. Sawed-off Blaze kicks ass, by the way. It's so good. Do I hold on to the Mosin? I think I kind of have to, because I don't have a lot of rounds for the Blaze. And if wolves show up, I won't have a good way to deal with them. I just got the lunchtime text, y'all. So I'm gonna get off here. I may hop back on stream after lunch. But it's been good. I'll see you guys maybe later if I get back on. If not, I'll see you next stream or next video. Peace.